You can spend like millions of dollars in a studio to make an artist sound like a stadium rock god. But ironically, it's actually infinitely harder to make an artist sound like they are just sitting right next to you in your kitchen.
Oh, absolutely. It requires a completely different kind of engineering. You aren't building this massive wall of sound. You're trying to carefully manufacture intimacy, but without shattering the illusion of reality.
Right, exactly. And today's deep dive is all about that meticulous engineering of mundanity. We are exploring a track by the artist Ameri. It's called You, the Couch, and the Kitchen.
Yeah, and we have the lyric transcripts, the official liner notes, and the production metadata for this one.
We do. And our mission is to figure out, well, how do you translate a lazy Sunday morning at home into audio? So let's unpack this. The lyrics don't give us a grand sweeping tale, do they?
No, not at all. The process actually starts by shrinking the narrative focus. So instead of star-crossed lovers, we get this hyper-focused snapshot of the singer cooking carbonara
while their partner is fast asleep on the couch.
Right. Exactly. And we get these very intimate sensory details, like mixing the egg and cheese into the sauce and waiting for the scent to wake the partner up.
Oh, and wondering if they even remember that this was the very first dish ever cooked for them, which is super sweet.
It is, but they also include the rhythmic, like pata-pata sound of boiling pasta.
Wait, really? I mean, I get that it's a sweet sentiment, but spending actual lines of a pop song describing boiling pasta water feels almost too mundane. Like, why carbonara? Why focus a lyric on something so ordinary?
Well, that mundanity is actually the entire mechanism holding the song together. By actively avoiding big dramatic gestures and focusing on stirring pasta water, it anchors you right in their reality.
So it forces you into the room as a fly on the wall.
Yeah, exactly. But while the lyrics establish that setting, the real challenge is making the music itself sound like that physical space.
Right, and looking at the production metadata, this is where I actually get a bit confused. Because if the goal is raw, human intimacy in a small kitchen, why wouldn't they just use a purely acoustic live band?
You mean instead of the digital stuff?
Yeah, the notes mention using digital drum machines and lo-fi synth textures. To me, that sounds completely counterintuitive to creating a natural room feel.
I know it seems like a contradiction, but it's actually a staple of the bedroom pop approach, which is a genre literally defined by artists recording in small, untreated spaces. They want to capture a raw, unpolished vibe.
Oh, so a full live acoustic band would actually sound too big.
Way too big and too polished for this setting. Instead, they rely on a deliberate blend. So they start with a warm acoustic guitar, but then pair it with a Rhodes electric piano.
Which makes sense when you consider the instrument. I mean, the Rhodes has this very soft, almost muted bell-like tone to it.
Right, and because it has that specific sonic profile, it doesn't pierce through the mix the way a bright grand piano would. It mimics the muffled, damp acoustics of an actual living room.
That is so clever.
And those digital drum machine samples you mentioned earlier, they are heavily EQ'd to sound slightly muffled.
Meaning their specific sound frequencies are adjusted.
Exactly. They are essentially replicating that exact pata-pata sound of the boiling water mentioned in the lyrics.
Oh wow, so every instrument is chosen to keep the space feeling small. It really makes me think of a clean, uncluttered apartment.
That's a great way to put it.
Because sonically, if you cram the track full of heavy bass and sweeping strings, those frequencies take up all the floor space.
Yeah, they'd completely crowd the mix out.
Right. So by stripping it back to just that acoustic guitar, the Rhodes, and a soft drum machine, you actually leave physical room in the audio mix.
And you need that room for the most fragile parts of her voice to actually be heard, which is critical here because the pitch notes specify Ameri's vocal delivery is intentionally soft and breathy.
I mean, if you are listening to this track on your headphones right now, just notice how close her voice feels.
It's almost uncomfortably intimate, really.
You aren't listening to a singer belting on a stage. You're listening to someone humming next to you at the stove.
It's just a brilliant psychological production choice. This specific acoustic design is deliberately crafted for chill and morning playlists. It matches the lifestyle-driven listening habits of the audience perfectly.
Because we don't always need to be transported to another world, do we?
No, sometimes we just want art that romanticizes the quiet moments of the life we are already living.
That is perfectly said. It really highlights how music doesn't just entertain us, It soundtracks our daily routines.
It totally does. It takes something totally ordinary, like prepping food or lounging on the couch, and elevates it into a curated aesthetic experience.
Exactly. So we'll leave you with this to ponder. The next time you are doing a simple household chore, like folding laundry, washing dishes, or pouring that morning coffee in a patch of sunlight, ask yourself, if your current mundane moment was a lo-fi pop song, what would the instruments and lyrics be?